Okay, hello, 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 hello. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm Ella, and this is Ella's Oracle. So, I'm doing a collective reading for the viewers here. So, some of you may resonate with what I have to say, some of you may not. Take what does, leave what doesn't. Is general, so this is like not personal, so it won't be completely tailored to you. So, I did pre-select a couple of cards. So I'll let you know what I have down here. I have Cupid's arrow, I have paradise in reverse, palm tree, abundance, chaos, running, masculine energy in reverse, epiphany in reverse, and laughter in reverse. Okay. So what I'll also do is I'll get one card that represents you and one card that represents the one you love or your romantic partner here. Let's start with one card for you that represents you here. You don't. What I will say is, you kind of have a way of doing things that is out of order to other people, but it works for you. Somehow it worked for you. Um, we have the Hermit in reverse. So this is your energy. Let's get your person's energy. Yeah, I feel like you kind of strum to your own beat, your own rhythm. It's just you do things how you do things. These things work out for you. And you play the long game and it works out for you. Some people can't, some people run from chaos, right? Things come in up in the upheaval, they run from it. You, on the other hand, you face it head on. That's what makes you different. And that's also what make people want to, I hate to say it, like wanna they make you wanna they try to humble you. You appear one way to people, but deep down inside you're kind of something different. You have a lot of gifts that you don't necessarily put on the table until it's necessary to showcase. You're like, oh, I didn't know you could do that. Never been in a position where I had to show it to you. Some things you hope that you never have to show people that you know how to do. This is your person, unhealed, temperance, and reverse. So this is someone that uh, is possibly very emotional at this time, unhealed. I feel like they're kind of stuck at a deadlock emotionally. They don't know what to feel. They don't know what to feel about the situation. Sometimes they feel excited about the situation. When I say the situation, I mean the current state of whatever's going on within y'all's situation. Because it looks like it's some chaos that's happening, and I feel like this person is trying their best to calm the waters, but it's just been an abundance of epiphanies on part. You know what I mean? Like You've been thinking a lot, they've been thinking a lot, and it's a little bit too late to backtrack. And this, I feel like this person is trying to backtrack, is trying to fix things with you, but it's too late. I feel like when things got real hard and heavy, I feel like this person didn't take on that role. If this is a masculine energy here, they didn't take on the role of the masculine. I feel like they didn't protect, they didn't provide, they didn't profess. Okay, I feel like they ran in the midst of when things got rough, where you stood 10 toes down, even though it's very hard to see the light at the end of the tunnel when you're going through chaos. I feel like some love in the middle of this chaos. You were able to find some kind of love here, or someone, you caught someone's eye here. It says, have faith, love is coming, surprise, invitation, or meeting, hesitation, paradise in reverse. Okay. So this is happiness, expansion, joy, playfulness, oneness, enjoying each other, which I feel like you trying to come into a situation. You may even have a palm tree. You're a lot more stable and abundant at this time, right? You're okay, but you're not able to unwind and enjoy the love that's coming for you. I feel like there is some depression on your part, but what helps you the most is that you're very hopeful, even going through um, such a toxic state in a love relationship. We have someone that maybe you were dealing with someone that was pretty clingy here. This person is coming off as clingy, bitter, angry, petty, but also very lustful when it comes to you. And at one point was very, very unforgiving. Okay, this is coming off as do as I say, not as I do energy with this masculine and reverse here. Okay, so that you were dealing with someone that's definitely do as I say, not as I do, where they like to run the show here. They like to run the show. This is someone that don't like to see you smile. They don't like to see you happy. They don't like to see you laughing. Um, they'd rather uh, they'd rather you crawl behind them, and they prefer you in the ball licking position. Okay, they that's where they prefer you to be, and you just aren't that. You know, they just really salty. Maybe at one point you made them feel like that that you, like, I guess, really wanted them, like you were like so into them. One second, I will check my messages here. Okay. All right. I got it. I felt like they expected you to be in your feelings when they left. I feel like this is definitely someone that ran off on you when things got rough. Um but this is also someone that is a pretty toxic person. That's the way that they do stuff, and they're unapologetic for how they are. This is someone arrogant, rash, who makes rash actions, and is very on the low, insecure. Excuse me, insincere. So this is someone that, oh, I'm so sorry. Deep down inside, they're really not. They're more so um They like the things that they like about you, and they, if they do come back, it'll only be for the things that they like in you. It won't be for the total package. But this person thought that, you had a case of very low self-esteem because maybe you were going through depression at this time. You were probably isolated, spending lots and lots of time um, on your own, and you probably had a lot of faith in the situation that you were dealing with this person. Like you, you wanted this to work, but it just wasn't making you happy. I feel like the divine seen that and didn't want that for you. So if it just seems like y'all situation between you and another person, the situation seemed to have gone up in smoke and fire. As this is why, like, it was destroyed because of this. Uh, it was actually for your betterment. This person is your person in this reading here. I just feel like they just salty. They thought that you were gonna, be in your feelings and crying and begging for them and reaching for them. And now this person is in that energy that they were wishing that you would be in. Because this person see that you're stable, even though things didn't. You're having somewhat of a glow up here. You've moved on. This is blocked. Your boundaries are up here. Yeah, this isn't. This is someone that's not is upset about not having access to you. There's also someone that's suffering in silence here. Okay, there's things that they want to say, that they want to clear up. Rejected, left alone, karmics by karmic. Yeah, so if they went on, then the person that they went on with is not very feminine. Like they're not nurturing. They do not give a fuck how you give a fuck. You give a fuck, okay? It's very clear that you give a fuck, and it's very clear that the person that they moved on with don't give a fuck about them the way that you did. This is karma. This is what needed to happen. Um, it's almost, I feel like they may have been trying to use you to make someone else that they were dealing with jealous. Did not work. Didn't make things any easier. Yeah, you didn't stay there long. Like they really thought that once they was ready to discard you, that you were going to be like so broken up about it, so hurt, unwilling to move on. But you believe in love enough. I might as well just go ahead. Six of Pentacles in reverse. Stop giving to the situation. They was confused. Like when you stop completely, like how abruptly you stopped investing into them, your emotions, your time, your care, you just instantly just stopped because you had been doing it for so long that people don't expect um, new things happen for you to adopt a new way of being. You're a very flexible person. It don't really take much for you to adjust. You adjust with life. You know how to adjust with life. I think that's because you don't run from chaos. You've been through enough. You know how to operate in that. This person never left a person alone a day in their life. They don't even know how to leave nobody alone. All they know how to do is run from people. They don't properly know how to like have an adult conversation and be like, "Yo, this is what's going on. You know, maybe we should just kind of cut our losses here. This isn't working. We'll still whatever." They don't know how to move past. All they know how to do is cause a big abrupt ending. Like they got to be mad to leave you alone. No, they got to cause an argument to have a reason to, leave you alone. Though, yeah, it's almost like the moment you disconnected from that situation, that was a really good choice, by the way, on your part. I feel like financially it was a good look for you. You can flourish on your own here. So whatever this person was given, I'm so glad that you did not accept the offer. So if they was, pissing on you and telling you it's rain, you like, I'm not going to accept this at this time. You didn't accept it, and they didn't expect it. Uh-oh. But so the person that they did get a offer to, the offer that they was trying to give to you, the person got the offer, and I feel like they are just so shocked at the way your person is. Maybe that they're like feeling smothered. I feel like the new person is feeling smothered. And yeah, because they on them like white on rice, because they don't have you to fall back on. I feel like you were like a safety net for this person, and now that they don't have you, I feel like the other person is kind of taking on a lot more emotionally than they would had if they had still had you as an option, right? Everyone expected you, because you're known in this situation. Everybody expected you to take the offer. They didn't expect you to just decide to disconnect. They didn't expect that. They saw you to be around for a long time. They didn't expect that for you. Yeah, no reconciliation. They was waiting, but you just decided to let it be ended. You ended it with that person. Oh, okay. Well, this person in they feelings. They are feeling pretty low without your energy. So I just feel like you may need to do somewhat of a cut and clear if you can, because I know it's kind of hard, you know, especially if you were married to this person, or you got kids with this person, or you may have done spell work on this person, so it's like trying to get out. And by the way, that's why I I love. I absolutely love. But people that do stuff like bond themselves to people, and all these different love workings and stuff, it's one thing when you trying to like draw love into you, not when you trying to affect someone's free will, because that make it so hard. When you it's a First of all, it's a reason why things ain't working in the beginning, right? I'm not talking about if you got years in with somebody. Like you got a bunch of years in with somebody. You got kids, you got, investments and stuff like that. If it's worth trying to save, yeah. But we talking about people that don't even have like a real reason message. People that you don't even have a real reason to I'm gonna just silence this. I didn't expect it to, you know. I'm trying a new thing. You know what I mean? I usually do not disturb, put on my little focus or whatever, but I'm trying to get away from doing that because my friends, my family, don't nobody like it. They don't like it. It's working for me, but I'm missing a lot of important phone calls. I'm missing some important phone calls too. So I don't know. I'm just trying different ways to get things done and just finding the thing. That's all. Anyway, back to what I was saying. Um, I don't even remember. That just threw me for a loop. But yeah, sometimes it's just best to just let things end. Like if it's not working in the beginning, it's not working. Like don't be let me just do something to bring us a little closer together. Let me do something to tie us together. Oh, somebody trying to break us up. Let me do this. Let me do that. It's stupid. I ain't gonna say it's stupid because people got feelings, people got heart, and sometimes you just ain't ready to let go. I get it, but eventually you're gonna have to let go. You're gonna have to keep coming back and buying things that are stronger, and it's $10 can turn into $1,000 job real quick. You know what I mean? Especially in matters of when you're trying to intervene on someone's free will, and all that stuff has consequences. You know what I mean? And if some of it is you don't know until it's time to pay up. All right. So it may take a little long for sometimes for people to cut and clear. A cut and clear is going. It might take more than one application, one or two, three, four. You might gotta do it for a year. Who knows? You know what I'm saying? You just sometimes you don't know what the job is until you get in there, and once you start working, through it. All I'm saying is don't stay in no mess too long, so it's so hard to get away from a person and to break free from a person because it's so easy in the beginning because you don't have no emotional attachments or you don't have very strong emotional attachments. You can just be like, all right, this really isn't working. This doesn't look good. The prognosis is poor. Let me, cut my losses here versus you going knowing that okay, especially this 6 month thing. Like when you start dealing with somebody for the first 6 months, that's like, you know, probationary period or whatever. So you're dealing with them, and it's just so much. If you just have some real major issues, those are really big warning signs for what's to come. And sometimes it is just best to just cut your losses. If you see that you're having such major issues, it's like why would you invest in a car that has major issues like with transmissions and the engine and all that stuff that really, make the car makes the car a car. Okay, that's what makes the car a car. All right. So if you're dealing with relationship issues that makes the relationship a relationship and it's having major issues in those areas, that's a very important indicator that you need to maybe take it somewhere else. Take your invest somewhere else. Yeah, but for whatever reason, your person feel rejected by you. I'm not getting someone that knows how to love the way that you would want them to love you. This person is all about possession. You're like a possession to them, and they're going to treat you as such. And they have that mentality. It's not over until I say it's over. They have that mentality that they feel like they made you in some kind of way, even though that they did, and they just feel so entitled to you. This person is emotionally sick. Yep, they're not thinking properly here. This person that definitely indulge in lots of sex, drugs, and alcohol, sex, drugs, and rock and roll. They say all the right things. It's like, dang, they got the ticket. They talk right. This is somebody that talk right. They got all the potential of being a loving husband or, partner or whatever. They have the potential. It's all there, but I don't know. They just can't connect their heart all the way. Their heart is out of it. It's more like for show. It's an act. It's them performing, they're role playing. They know how to play their role, okay? And when they need to draw from emotions, they find them. This is somebody that can cry on cue. All right? There's somebody that be on I ain't gonna start. Let me shut up. But y'all get it. Like this is somebody that know how to cry on cue. All right. They cry at all the right moments. And you be like, oh, you know what I mean? No, it's just they just so dramatic in that way. Then and don't let them have a couple of drinks in them and some other stuff in them. They are a performer, very theatrical. And you moved on from that. You're a better person because of it. Uh, uh, this person's not dealing very well. They're trying. It's like they're trying to find somebody to fill that slot, and they're like trying to make the person that they're with fill that void that's created with your not being there, and they just I feel like they're being a dickhead to this person. Sorry on my Philly, you know what I mean? They being a dickhead, yeah, to this person, and this person is to the point like, oh my god, this is what I waited for. This person was waiting for you to get out the way. Now you made it to safer levels or calmer waters. Now this person that they with is just like, this what I waited for. This person is an asshole. This person is falling apart. They not the same without you. Sometimes you got to be careful what you ask for. You went to the spirit world and you asked them to remove this person out of your person's life. Okay, I'm just breaking it down for you. For those of y'all that like to do little separation spells and stuff like that, when it's necessary, I get it. Okay, but just realize that that person that you're pulling away from the person that you love because you think that that was going to make y'all relationship better if that person is just out the way. It's an attachment. Maybe you're the karmic, but you think they the karmic. Leave that kind of work to the gods. Leave it to the divine, because love is on a completely different vibration, on a completely different frequency. And so when you deal with that, you're dealing with something that's very strongly protected. And you go in there, that heart, those tears, that shit got to be accounted for. Okay, I'm gonna leave it at that. Let's get a couple of chakra cards to kind of close the reading out. But you're good. I see you and rebuilding. Wow, this is a lot, but I'm going to do them. Okay, so we have communication here. We have personal power in reverse. We have clarity, and we have holistic health. Those are the four cards that we have, and there is a little bit of some heaviness during this time, the rebirth card, and I feel like that's like a moth. So you are definitely going through some cycles, and you may feel a little low on personal power at this time, like because that situation sent a hit to you, and it could also be someone that's thinking their thoughts, talking to you telepathically here. But I feel like because of you already being clear mind and having the clarity, and I just feel like you just turned a leaf, you looking at things in a completely different light, just like this person talking to you, you can send messages right back to them. This person's personal power is dependent upon yours. So that's why it's so important for them to get a rise out of you, things would be quiet for a little bit, then they step back in, and the cause of ruckus is because they really just coming back. They're kind of like a psychic vampire. They're just coming back to kind of feed off your energy every now and then. I think you see that. I see the clarity. You're angel. Yeah, you're rebirthing yourself here. We got angels and masters here. So I feel like maybe through meditation, through through your connection with the higher, you know, higher frequency beings here, because you're changing, listening in reverse, universal light. Okay, so this is definitely um what I'm gathering here: spiritual awakening and family in reverse. Yeah, I just don't think that many people around you may not be on your vibe. They may not be able to hear the same things that you hear. So they're not going to understand some of the plays that you make, because your communication, which is being communicated, is coming from the divine realm. Okay, so you got the inside scoop. You can hear the inside scoop. You're not far away from being able to hear the inside scoop. Another reason why this person likes to stay connected to you: for your karma, for your wisdom, for your guidance. Without that, they're in the dark, right? I feel like that person definitely feel that way. Just and I feel like they also, like, this is just not a good person for you. I'm glad you cut ties with them. That doesn't mean that they've stopped. That's why I feel like this person still is in your energy. And if you want this person out of your energy, you may need to do a little work. You may need to pray a little more. You need to talk to God, blah, blah, blah. Do some spiritual baths, some spiritual rituals if you're into that kind of thing. But stay disciplined on with your spiritual regimen at this time. That's the best advice I think I can give you. You look like you kind of, or from the looks of things, look like you kind of, you did good. This is where, this ain't bad. This is where it need to be, and you'll get past this. This too shall pass. But please stay up on your spiritual protections, okay? And everything should turn out fine. You are built for this. This ain't your first rodeo. This ain't your first storm that you've been in. You like out in the storm. You're not even like hiding from it. You're in the storm right now. You're this too shall pass, and you know that. All right? And love is coming. Talk to you soon.